of Death has a lot of killers, but not all of them are equal. Some are completely busted and can kill 3 people at once, others struggle killing 1 person. Today I'm ranking every killer from worst to best based on how strong they actually are after playing for 8 hours ever since the new update, Fashionably late, dropped. The rules are simple. Before anyone gets mad, this list is based purely from my experience and my opinions from what I've experienced, fighting against, and what I fought as. Starting off, we have Pursuer. In the new Fashionably late update, Pursuer got a bunch of new abilities and slight tweaks and changes. Those include things such as Howl, now being aimable instead of just a big radius around Pursuer. This attack has a long range and can easily reach people that get caught off guard, slowing them and revealing their position to you. I'm pretty sure Cleave didn't get changed this update. It's a good and reliable attack that does around 25 damage with the bleed effect counted for 2. The attack also gives Pursuer a slight speed boost upon use, but slows him down after for like a second. Overall, it's an amazing and very useful attack. Stalk got a slight buff. Now whenever using it, Cleave and Howl are replaced by Lunge and Jump. Lunge, like the name says, lunges Pursuer forward and applies bleed to the first person it hits, dealing 20 damage and 10 damage in bleed. This obviously unshrouds Pursuer. Jump deals 10 damage and 15 plus bleed damage. The amount of bleed increases depending on how many people were hit by it. His M1 swing does 20 damage. Overall, he's very versatile and easy to learn killer. His 900 HP makes you not have to worry about dying as the killer, and his 110 stamina points makes you easily able to reach most civilians. The only reason I'm not placing him in S tier is because experienced survivors can easily predict a lot of his abilities, and compared to our strongest killers, he doesn't hold as much map pressure, and because of that, Pursuer goes straight into low A tier. Next up, we have Artful. This is where things get a little sadder and less impressive. In the update, he barely got touched, while most killers got buffed or rewarded. He simply just sat there with a minor buff. His M1 swing does 20 damage. While his abilities aren't good for dealing damage, they are good for map control and separating survivors from each other. His first ability is Implement. This ability places down a wall that civilians cannot pass through, while still letting Artful walk through them. This ability can be repurposed to a projectile, and upon hitting someone with it, it does 15 damage. Next up is Copyright. This creates a music box from where Artful stands, and it will greatly slow down any civilian that enters its radius. This can be repurposed, and upon using gives Artful a speed boost. Next up we have Repurpose. Like I mentioned in the descriptions of his last abilities, it can change his other moves into new ones, which is a very fun and versatile ability. When Artful hits a civilian with this ability, he can summon a puppet that will chase down any civilian and slowly do damage upon contact. Artful has 750 health points and only 100 stamina. It's genuinely surprising to see how good people can be with him, even with his worse than average stats. He offers great map control and has a high skill ceiling. The concert that he has below 110 stamina has lower damage and relies heavily on civilians making mistakes. He's not weak, but he is heavily outclassed by other killers. That's why I'll be placing him in B tier. And now, things are about to get bad. We have our beloved computer virus, Badware. With the Fashionably late update, Badware received a few tweaks that in my opinion make him stronger than he used to be. His health was reduced from what I believe was 1337 to 1010. His SP remains untouched, sitting on 110. His basic attack deals the standard 20 damage. Starting off with his first ability, Firewall Bypass. This ability places down a computer that grants several buffs while within range. This also powers his next ability, which is Bolt. Bolt causes Badware to briefly stop in place before dashing, dealing 20 damage to whoever he hits. It's a crazy easy dash to use, it's super easy to turn around during it, and it lasts a long time. His final ability is Rift. Rift can be used if at least one computer has already been placed down. It teleports Badware directly onto the selected PC, destroys it, and grants him a temporary speed boost, damages and knocks back nearby civilians. One of the biggest changes in this update was to his computers. Their maximum count was reduced from 6 to 4, but civilians can no longer destroy them. Instead, they slowly decay over time, and the only way to expand their lifespan is by using his other abilities. Between his incredible mobility, strong map control, and the ability to rapidly change sides of the map, Badware is one of my favorite and strongest killers in the game. Because of that, I'm placing Badwer straight into A tier, just above Pursuer. Next up, we have Kildroid, a killer that can be horrifying to go against when he's in the right hands. His M1 is different from other killers as it's not close range attack but a projectile. Eject heavily slows down Kildroid before shooting a missile forward that deals 25 damage in its flash radius. First ability is Fly. This ability completely stops you for a second before flying up into the air. This ability also aims for you, so you no longer have to aim for yourself. His second ability is Deploy. The ability summons a killbot at your current location that shoots out rockets at civilians in its range. There can be up to 4 killbots, and a rocket from a killbot does 50 damage. His last ability is Propel. This ability stops him in place and makes him leap upward, dealing 25 damage on whoever he lands in an area of effect. In the newest update, his killbots got a buff. Earlier they would explode and approach for a long enough time, now they shoot rockets on their own. His ability Explode also got changed to Propel, which is a huge buff in my opinion. The pros are that he can easily control a lot of the map if he deploys his killbots correctly. The cons are that he doesn't have any up-close attacks other than a gas Propel, which you can easily tell when a killjoy is going to use, make it incredibly predictable. He can get very easily countered by simple loops where the civilian can just go behind the wall before Killjoy shoots his rocket. Of that, I sadly cannot place him any higher than a low A tier, right behind Badwer but still right above Pursuer. And now, only one killer remains. Hark. Hark has only 400 HP, making her super vulnerable to attacks. She has above standard SP of 114 and her M1 is a bit weaker, doing only 15 damage. Abilities include Repress. Using this ability manifests a huge zone around Hark that follows her with a delay. Any civilian that enters the zone gets a debuff called Noisy, making them do more noise. Who'd have guessed? Her next ability is Agitation. Using this makes Harken stop in place and shoot out 10 turnable shockwaves forward, which increase noise and slow civilians down. If someone gets hit by the shockwave, they lose 15 HP over time. And by over time I just mean that if they stand in it. Yeah. Her last ability is Enrage. This makes her change between her calm and enraged state. During her enraged state, her M1 now does 20 damage. Her depressed ability gets changed to Pummel. Upon using Pummel, she grabs anyone in front of her and visually beats them to a pulp. This does more damage when landed on a civilian highlighted in red. If no one's up close, she will instead throw her spear in front of her and do an AoE attack. Agitation attack gets changed to Light Piercer. This makes her stop in place and pierce the ground, summoning a giant light pillar that deals 35 damage to any civilian who touches it. And last but not least, for her enraged state is Immolate. Upon using Immolate, Harken impales herself with a javelin, gaining 60 noise at the cost of 100 damage and 50 damage over time to herself. Overall, she's very strong and my personal favorite killer to play. Her Agitation and Light Piercer abilities makes it really fun to zone in players and be able to get either free damage or get close distance. Her way below average HP makes it very interesting to play and generally requires thinking before going headfirst into a place full of civilians. Using her Enrage and then Immolate and getting down to like 50 HP makes it really scary, but it's a high risk, high reward type of situation. After the update, she's way stronger than she used to be, and in my opinion that makes her the strongest killer in the game, putting her straight into S tier. So, that's my final tier list. Remember, this is all based on my own experience after spending around 8 hours with the update. So your list might look completely different. If it does, let me know what you'd change. Thanks for watching.